All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Back.
Welcome. How are you doing? You look amazing. Don't they look amazing? Wow.
Yeah, it looks great. That's got to be worth a like.
Right. I'm liking this video.
All right.
I'm here with my friend Basikia. We're checking out BTS Black Swan. You recently reacted to
BTS
this.
Black Swan. Yeah, so I recently covered this one. I've done a reaction on it. And I have to say, Fake Love, I've seen with you. There's a duo reaction that is sitting on the top. And I think Black Swan, to me, is a very, very close second. So I think you are really going to like this one.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you've actually seen, I seen you do a reaction to Dynamite, I believe.
Dynamite and Butter. I think they are one and the same, right? They're the mainstream kind of tunes.
Yeah.
And I've read in the comments that was sold, the idea was sold, so they could really get to the mainstream. But when it comes to the story and the depth, you know, really the talent that these boys possess, not very prominent.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's another side of BTS, one of many.
I see. Well, Black Swan, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into this. Let us know in the comments what we need to check out and what you think about this. All the love to BTS. Let's go. Oh wait, I need to change the sound here for a second. Hold up. There we go.
심장이 뛰지 않는데 너는 음악을 들을 때또 trying to pull up 시간이 멈춘 듯해 Oh that will be my first thing I'll be nowhere so afraid of 이게 나를 더 못 들린다면 내가 숨을 더 떨리게 못한다면 어쩜 이렇게 한번 죽겠지 아마 But what if the moment's right now
So hold up. Before we go on, I see two times I see people saying, "I'll die my first death."
I'll die my first death.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the moment I'll die. Wait, I think RM says it right here. Let's see. I think right. So Sugar says it here.
Yeah.
That will be my first death. And then RM also says here, "I will." That's how I die my first death. I don't know. I think that's like a metaphor for something, but I forgot what it is. I think dying your first death is like a part of you that is no more,
like an ego death,
like an ego death sort of thing. Yeah,
transformation from a raccoon no, not a raccoon, a cocoon.
A cocoon, yeah.
Into the butterfly.
A raccoon.
But if the moment's right now 귓가에 느린 심장 소리만 뻥뻥뻥 벗어나려도 그 입속으로 점점점 어떤 노래도 와닿지 못해 소리 없는 소리 질러 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바다에 이른 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now do you hear me 홀린 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 빠져서 방이 바닥나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now do you hear me
Really like the scenery and it's like this palace.
Yes,
it's not the first time they've done something in the palace. I believe it was
very majestic.
Fake Love, like we just talked about. I think
Fake
that was
Love.
also in like sort of blue
very
palace.
grotesque kind of scenery.
Grotesque. That's the word. It's a very nice word. But look at that, man. I don't know if this is
beautiful,
like
man.
maybe this is. I don't even think this is like a set. This is like an actual palace, maybe somewhere in Korea or some.
Yeah.
This looks insanely good.
Yep, very beautiful.
I'm thinking I'm different 자꾸 초점을 잃어 이제 너 좀 싫어 차라리 내 맘 녹아게 내가 뛰어들어갈게 가장 깊은 곳에서 나는 날 봤어 천천히 난 눈을 떠 여기 나의
wow.
Yeah.
The main thing that stood out to me next, because I love the beats and I love the singing and the rapping of them, but the choreography in this is
I think it was one of the better that
one
I've
of the
seen.
best, bro. It's crazy because it's a mix of like ballet and I feel like interpretive dancing, not
Some
really
experimental,
exactly.
ballet, jazz,
But they're so good at it. It's so fluent that it doesn't feel like they're trying something like experimental style. It feels like they're very deliberately choosing their moves.
Executed to a very high level. Very
but it's
strong
still,
dance moves.
you know how complicated it is to get that, what you say, and then still give that feeling of like what is going to happen next, right?
Build that suspense, really tell a story in the performance. I think they do a very, very great job with this one.
And this is a side I've not seen yet from them. Maybe a little bit in other videos, but not as prominent as in Black Swan.
Very interesting clip to me.
But a swan is often also related, right, to ballet. Like there's the
Black
swan dance or whatever, if I'm not like the swan,
something with a swan.
Something with a swan, like in ballet or ballet. It's a very popular thing. But these things about dying their first death, they're standing on their feet, and there's because they're saying that the whole time, like I'm standing on my feet. And they have some where they're actually standing on their feet, no shoes, no socks, just actually, and these small things make it just like alive.
Right, that's
Makes
a nice
sense.
observation. I didn't notice it actually. And
bro, it's like all these things. If this were Foo Fighters, I'm a big fan of Foo Fighters, American rock band. If this were Foo Fighters, I wouldn't even pay attention to that because I know there's nothing in there for me to pay attention to. But with BTS, you got to pay attention to the smallest way they have their shirt open, or because it all. We're late bloomers, and we were actually talking about this.
Super
how
fresh.
It is that you guys know. You guys probably been here for the journey with BTS, like how long they've been around. We hopped on the bandwagon a little bit later, which is fine, because BTS always said, the moment you find us is the day we debut. But still, these connections and everything, I'm learning more every single time. I upload something together with you or alone or with AR, and either AR is explaining it to me, the comments explaining it to me.
So
like
much information.
Why something is important, right? Why did he do this move? It's because this, that, the another thing.
Right. I think you raise a very good point actually, because when you made that analogy from Foo Fighters, you just know what to look for, and for BTS, there's a different approach that you gotta take. And I'm starting in my journey really to understand that and to feel that. So. This is just you already a bit somewhat experienced, so you know what to look for. So it's actually.
But still, people will say like, nice that you noticed that, but listen here. Now there's another layer. They'll add a layer again. If you look at that, you'll see this and that and this, and I'll be like, oh, what the hell?
Constantly.
Damn. But it's no there's a reason they have over 1,400 to 1,200 awards and everything.
They're amazing.
It's because of the cohesiveness in stories between music videos.
So
it's
interesting.
The Easter eggs. It's the choreography, the way it's shot with match cuts and everything.
Yes. There's so much depth, so much to see and to hear.
We've said this before, and we both agreed. There should not be any haters for BTS because there's nothing to hate on. Like, what are you?
I cannot understand. I cannot understand.
And we made this. I made this analogy too. Like, let's say that's like saying Usain Bolt, and then he's not fast. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, he's fast as fuck.
I don't know about him. I don't really find him fast. No, that would be a very interesting conversation to have. Someone who truly is a
truly
hater.
believes like
how
can you? I can get that it's not your style of music, but objectively, it's what the fuck are you saying, man? But yeah, it's the same with a lot of groups, and I will always die on the hill of protecting, not that they need protection, but for me, protecting their how you say it, value or their integrity. If there's anybody, in the beatbox scene currently is a lot of stuff going around that people are saying it's fake, and I'll say like,
guys.
That's just the haters.
It's really,
right? That's just the haters. And with BTS as well, I'll fight the haters in the comments. I'll fight the haters.
We're educating.
We're educating them because there's nothing to hate on. But Black Swan was, for me, very unique. Because of the choreography purely.
Very interesting. Very intriguing.
if you were to play this without music, like just silent and watch it, you
Also,
would get
it's
a great experience.
Full-fledged experience, yes.
And I
for
think you
sure.
would even learn something else because then you're purely
Right,
focusing
right.
on
Yes. Now
choreography,
you're thinking,
right?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what we need to check out
Let
next.
us know.
Thank you for watching. Big shout out to my boy Basi. Big shout out to the boys BTS
Big shout out, guys.
and
Ash,
Hype
Ash.
Labels. Don't forget to subscribe.